What's up, roofing contractors and other home service providers? This is Michael Mignogna, and in this super fast video, I want to tell you something that you need to stop doing because I see it all the time, and there are many reasons that you just shouldn't do it. So let's just go over that really quickly, and that is stop leaving your phone number as a comment or a reply to people's comments on your posts or your ads on Facebook. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have an ad running and it says, that you do roof replacements, and it says a bunch of other things. If you're running ads with me, it tells stories and things like that. And then someone comments on it like, hey, I need a new roof. So what I see a lot of roofing contractors doing is replying to that comment with, oh yeah, we would love to help you, Mrs. Jones. Call us at blah, 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 yada, yada. Well, that's not a good thing to do. And here's the reason that's not a good thing. There are many, but here are some big ones. Number one, most people use Facebook and Instagram with their phones. And when you comment with your phone number, the person can't click the phone number with their finger to call you. They have to remember. The only way they'd be able to call you is by looking at it, writing it down, and then going to their phone app on their phone and then typing it in manually. No one's doing that. Number two, when you comment with your phone number, that means people have your phone number, but that's all they have. So if it's like 11 p.m. at night, that was a little redundant, but if it's like 11 p.m., they're not going to call you. And if they do, you're going to be sleeping or something, or your office will be closed or whatever. So, but all they have is a phone number. What you want to do instead is send them either to a landing page where there's a form they can fill out and or a phone number there. And you should make sure that people know that the phone number is something they should use during normal business hours, or if you're open 24/7, that's fine. But either way, once they're on a website, they can tap the phone number with their finger, because now that they're on a web page, the functionality is different. You can actually tap that with your finger and it'll call. Or they can fill out the form, which is even better because then you get all their information. So, you can miss a phone call, and then all you'll have is a phone call to call back, a phone number to call back. You won't even have their information. You don't know who you're calling or what it's about. But if someone fills out a form, and this is why with my clients, I use forms, detailed forms, to gather information from the homeowners, and then you get it immediately. But I do that because then you can get all that information and know exactly what you're dealing with: name, email, phone number, full address, and other information that helps qualify them. So don't reply to a comment with your phone number, because no one can use that, no one can tap it to call you, and B, you're going to have people calling you at weird hours, and you might miss the calls, and it's just a lost lead. Another reason you don't want to comment with a phone number if you're running an ad, if it's on an actual ad you're running, is because let's say the ad is set to get you conversions or leads through form submissions. Well, now if you're giving everyone the opportunity to call you instead of submitting the form by clicking the ad and filling out their information, well, you might be getting some leads here and there, but I doubt it because of the reasons I already said. But also none of those are going to be recorded as leads within the Facebook platform. So Facebook's algorithm is not going to actually learn who to show your ads to get the best results. So commenting as a reply to someone else's comment with your phone number is never a good idea. Also, don't do it with your email address. Same for the same reasons. You can't click an email address. You have to remember it and then go into your email and manually type it in. And it's just it's just a horrible user experience. It takes all of the tracking away from your advertising, and I just highly recommend against doing that. In fact, when my clients do reply like that and I see it, I usually hide their comment, text them, and tell them to leave a new comment or private message the person. So let's actually talk about what you should comment with instead of replying with your phone number. And that is, you should reply with either something that answers the actual question if they asked a question, or reply that you are going to send them a private message. So all you have to say is, hey, thanks so much for the question, or thanks so much for your interest. I'm going to private message you right now. And then leave that as the comment. And then click send message, because when someone comments on your ad or your post on Facebook, you can then private message them. It unlocks the ability to send a message to them as your actual company. So then you click send message, and you can private message them and say, hey, I saw that you were interested in getting your roof replaced. I'd love to just get some information from you so that we can set up a time to talk, or whatever your process is for setting that appointment and qualifying that lead. It's really all about private messages, but the reason you want to reply with, I'm going to send you a private message, is so that other people who jump down into the comments can see that you did acknowledge that person's comment and you are private messaging them. So what's really cool about that is if someone asks an interesting question, but it's the kind of question that you don't want to answer publicly for whatever reason, you say, I'm going to send you a private message with our best answer to that, or something like that, and then you do a private message. Well, other people that have a similar question are also going to want to private message you. They're going to say, I have a question about that too, and then you can get into their private messages as well. And now you've got conversations started. And that's really cool. Now, if your ad is set for conversions, like form submissions, then those leads that you've gotten now by private messaging, they're not going to count toward your leads that Facebook is aware of. So it's still not ideal for tracking purposes. But at the end of the day, if you're selling more roofs or more jobs, that's really all that matters. But definitely leaving a phone number or an email in the comments is like the worst thing you could do. It's just, there's no upside. So don't do that. And instead do what I said, because it's a lot more, it's just so much more effective. That's it. I hope this video was helpful. I'm going to do a lot more of these, and it wasn't nearly as quick as I thought it would be, because I ended up realizing a ton of things that I wanted to share with you as I was doing it. I don't sit and bullet point out all of the stuff that are in these videos, because I really want it to come off as organic as possible, as if you were in the room with me talking about this stuff in real time. This is exactly how I would have answered it. It also means that things might come to mind the next day or whatever that I'm going to want to share with you. So I'll have a ton of these videos, each one with little golden bits of information. So watch them all, go down the rabbit hole, and let's make your business better. If you ever want to talk to me about how I might be able to help you, if you're not one of my clients, there are many ways to get in touch with me. I'm not going to leave you my email address or my phone number on this video, though, because it doesn't do anything. Instead, go to my website, fill out a form, something on there, and we'll get in touch. Okay? See you later, guys.